I met Ion at a place where I never expected to fall in love, a small photocopy shop near my college. I used to visit that shop almost every day. Notes, assignments, forms, I always had some excuse. But the real reason was him. Ion stood behind the counter, quiet, polite, with eyes that always seemed tired, as if he carried stories he never spoke aloud. At first, we barely talked, just simple words. How many pages? Black and white? Staple or not? But somehow, silence between us felt comfortable. One evening, while waiting for my papers, I noticed a small rainbow bracelet on his wrist. He saw me looking at it and quickly pulled his sleeve down. That moment told me two things. First, I wasn't imagining things. Second, he wasn't ready to be seen. Neither was I. Our conversations slowly grew longer, from assignments to movies, from movies to music, from music to life. He liked sad songs. I liked pretending I didn't. One night, he asked me quietly, "Do you ever feel like you're living someone else's life?" I didn't answer immediately. Then I said, "Every single day." That was the night something invisible connected us. Weeks turned into months. We never called it love. We never touched. We never crossed lines. But love has its own language. It was in the way he remembered my favorite tea. It was in the way I waited outside after closing time just to walk with him for 5 minutes. It was in the silence that felt louder than words. Sometimes our hands brushed accidentally, and sometimes we pretended not to notice. One rainy evening, the shop was almost empty. The power went out. The room went dark. In that darkness, he whispered my name. My heart raced. "I think I'm broken," he said. "I want things I can't have." I wanted to say, "You can have me," but fear held my tongue. Instead, I said, "You're not broken, you're just human." He laughed softly, but his eyes didn't. That night, he messaged me, "I think I'm in love, and I hate myself for it." I stared at my phone for a long time. I typed, deleted, typed again. Finally, I replied, "You're not alone." That was the first time we admitted something without saying it directly. We started meeting in quiet places, a park at sunset, a cafe far from familiar faces. Still no labels, still no promises. Just two men trying to breathe in a world that felt too tight. Once he rested his head on my shoulder, just for a second. That second changed everything. But love doesn't exist alone. It lives among fear, family, society. One day, he told me his parents were looking for a girl for him. Another day, I told him my family talked about marriage like it was destiny. We laughed about it, but the laughter hurt. Then came the day everything changed. He didn't come to the shop. One day passed, then another. No messages, no calls. I finally went to the shop and asked his coworker. He quit, the man said. Moved to another city. Family decision. My chest tightened. I walked home in silence. That night, he messaged me. "I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye. I didn't know how." I replied instantly, "Where are you?" He said, "Somewhere I can't be myself." We talked less after that, not because we didn't care, but because caring hurt too much. Sometimes love isn't lost, it's paused. Months later, I received a voice note from him. "I still think about you," he said, "but I don't know who I'm brave enough to be yet." I listened to that message again and again. Then I replied, "Maybe one day we'll be brave at the same time." We never officially broke up because we were never officially together. But some loves don't need names. They live quietly. They wait patiently. And sometimes they remain unfinished, not because they weren't real, but because the world wasn't ready. If this story touched your heart, remember, you are not alone. Love is love, even when it's silent.